Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Joshua Murray. I'm the Director of Marketing and Co-Chair of the Diversity, Equity, Inclusion, and Belonging Committee. I want to thank everybody for coming today, and I'd also like to ask you all to please join me in welcoming Representative Tara Hong of the 18th Middlesex District, the first Cambodian American elected to the Massachusetts Legislature. At just 25 years old, Representative Hong brings a powerful blend of lived experience, community service, and youthful leadership to Beacon Hill. He immigrated to Lowell from Cambodia in 2013 with his mother and sister, and despite linguistic and financial barriers, found a supportive home in the city. He's a proud graduate of UMass Lowell with a degree in political science, and he's been deeply involved in civic life through his work with local nonprofits like the Cambodian Mutual Assistance Association, Mill City Grows, Project Learn, as well as his professional role supporting students at UMass Lowell's Asian American Center for Excellence and Engagement. He will share insights from his journey in public service, the importance of representation, and how his heritage shapes his work as a lawmaker and advocate. So let's give a warm welcome to Representative Tara Hong.
Do you want me to start now?
I don't know if people meant to put a reaction instead of like raising their hands.
Are people,
Yes.
yeah, are people,
All right. Yeah, so again, thank you so much for your time. Obviously, you know, it's very valuable. I think you are at the State House right now, correct? The
Yeah.
background. So some of us actually going to be visiting a State House on June 11th for the AFC Awareness Day. So a lot of AFC agencies across the state will be present, myself included. So hopefully we'll see you there to talk a little bit more about the program. Okay. So just kind of to start off, why don't you kind of talk a little bit about your experiences, right? Coming here to the United States and, how you were kind of adapting to the culture and the environment here overall.
Yeah, so well, again, thank you very much for the opportunity to join you guys today and share a little of my story. The first speaker already mentioned that I'm originally from Cambodia. I came to the United States in 2013. Like many other immigrants, we came here to seek new opportunity and a way to start a new life here in this country. I was born in Cambodia. I was born in like countryside and a pretty poor side of the country, and we have a hardship, a lot of hard time of finding food, or just my parents try to bring income to to support our family and those kind of stuff. And then sadly, in 2009, my dad passed away due to car accident in Cambodia. And because of that, it bring even more hardship to my mom to raise me and my sister in Cambodia. And then in 2012, my mom somehow met my stepdad. They fall in love. My stepdad bring us here, sponsor us here to came to the United States, straight to the city of Lowell. So I've been in Lowell since 2013. I went to Scotland Middle School. I went to Lowell High School, graduated there in 2018, and I went to UMass Lowell, graduated from UMass Lowell class of 2022. During that time of living in Lowell, and go to school in Lowell, I involved myself in a political campaign, just try to get myself to understand the importance of civic engagement, civic education, and just understand the community itself. And then I start working and volunteer for local nonprofit across the city, from CMAA to educational nonprofit Project Learn, and my last job was at UMass Lowell before I got elected. During the time of going to work here and gain experience in the city, I saw there's a lot of need and support that I feel like I can bring and those support and those resources back to the people in need. That's why I decided to run for public office for the first time in 2022. I lost then by 56 votes, and I ran again last year, and here we are. Been here for 5 months now. Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, I remember speaking to you, in the area here in Lowell. So I'm glad to, call you a representative here for the Lowell community specifically. The Cambodian population here obviously look up to you, right? So how does it feel, being one of the, elected, youngest elected official, like when you found out that you won, like, can you share about your experience and, your emotions?
Yeah. So, it took me two campaign to win to get to be in this position. First time I ran was back in 2022, straight after college. I ran with three main platform, which is better constituent service, education, and affordable housing. We did a lot of door knocking and have one-on-one conversation in the community, just try to build those connections and ask for the community support. And even though I lost in that election in 2022, it helped build my character, it helped build my confidence, it helped build my deeper understanding of the city of Lowell, especially the district that I want to serve. And then with all of those time of before election, I continue networking in the community, building more the base, like we like to call for base vote, base supporter in the district. And then in 2024, we did exactly the same thing, spend most of the time canvassing to run on three same platform, which is better constituent service, education, and affordable housing. And on the night of the election, on the primary election, I ran again an incumbent, so I have to spend most of my time campaigning for the primary. In the primary, on that night, when we found out that we are about to win the election, all of my supporter in the community was pretty excited, and including myself, I was pretty proud and honored to have the opportunity to get elected and serve the people in my community, the people in my district, and it was a wonderful night. And the funny thing is that some people in the community were so happy that they even throw party at their backyard without me being there. They just called their friend, come together and then celebrate. Tara won the election, and this young guy win the election. So though that I found out that like a few days after from a neighbor told me about it, but it was pretty big moment for the 18 Middlesex district, also for the Cambodian American population as well here in the city of Lowell, because in Lowell we have the second largest Cambodian population in the country. However, our population divide between each other as well because of the Cambodian politic overseas from Cambodia. And we have one. Cambodia is a third world country, and there's one party rule system in Cambodia, and there's some people who came from there because of wealth and education they already have from Cambodia, and people who are against the current political party in Cambodia is people who escaped from the Khmer Rouge regime, and they don't believe that dictatorship and one party rule is a democracy system and not a way to support and give the voice back to the people in the community. So there's the opposition party from the two party that exists also in the city of Lowell. That's create a lot of division. And with me as a young person getting to this position here as a state representative and as Cambodian American myself, and it's people see that a great opportunity to elect younger people, young mindset who can bring both sides together. And that's what I'm intending to do. And that's why I spend most of my time do and focus on a lot of constituent service work to just understand the people and bring people together when it's possible. So that way we can uplift our community going forward as well. I hope this answers your question. That's a way long answer, but
Yeah, great question. A lot of details indeed. So like what kind of inspired you to run for office? I mean, was there someone that you kind of look up to, a policy that kind of caught your eyes? Talk. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah. So in 2020, when COVID hit, I worked as a part-time civic engagement part-time civic engagement coordinator at Cambodian Mutual Assistance Association. It's a nonprofit here in Lowell, short for CMAA. My job during that time was mainly just help educate our community why voting is important and get them out to vote. During that time as well, there was system, the way we elect our city council and school committee here in the city of Lowell, it changed completely from at-large system to district. So there's a lot of education needed toward our community. But during that time of going out there and educate our community, I saw a lot of need from our people in the district and in the city of Lowell that they need help with housing issue. COVID kicked a lot of people out from job, and a lot of people become homeless or live in their car and so on. And a lot of people become unemployed as well. And there's a lot of unemployment case that rise up in the city of Lowell, and I don't see any support from the state side, especially from the past state representative itself. So at 22 back then, I was like, I have nothing to lose. I just finished college. I have idea. I have my own mindset of what I want to help the community. So I decided to run. And during that time, I found people who are really supportive, like other like Councilor Vesna Noon, who is a city councilor right now here in the city of Lowell, who also Cambodian American. He escaped to the United States during the Khmer Rouge, and he's been really one of the big role model and advisor to me, getting from beginning to where I am today. Those are what inspire me to make the hard decision to run for public office. And like I tell people that people ask the same question all the time, what made you decide to run at this young age? I have three plans when I was in high school: Plan A, B, and Plan C. Plan A was to join the military, serve in the United States Air Force, because I did ROTC program in high school for 4 years. But because of my English during that time was not good, I was unable to pass the ASVAB test to be enlisted in the United States Air Force. So that plan gone. And then the second plan was to continue school to become a teacher for a while because I have passion in teaching, especially in history, teaching in history. And then plan C was to run for office. That's like later on in my career. But when COVID hit, I'm like, something need to be done. So that's why I decided to seek for this position.
Awesome. So obviously you stated that you lost the first, I guess when you ran the first time, and obviously there were a lot of challenges, with the campaigns and also just an overall experience running as a representative. Can you identify some of those challenges and how you kind of overcame that? Because obviously now that you won, you're a state representative now, so you might have learned some of the challenges and perhaps you can share them.
Yeah, during the campaign, during the campaign, because of my age at first, there was a lot of we took a lot of time to explain to people that age doesn't matter. No matter who is can and willing to do the job to serve the people in the district they run to represent. Especially in 2022, the first time I ran, took us at least 3 months to put that message out to people. And especially I ran again an incumbent as well. He already established in the community, and it took us that much of time to put that message out, and then we can focus on other bigger issue. Just talking about the district I serve right now, it will draw to be one of those majority minority district in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, which mean that was drawn to give a opportunity for a person of color to be able to get elected and serve the people in that district. In the 18 Middlesex District, we have about 32% Asian American. Majority of it is Cambodian American. Some 17% Hispanic Latino community, and about 35% white community, 9% Black, and the rest is other. And there's a lot of need in the community. There's a lot of challenge. Like people doesn't know who their state representative is or what does the state representative do. Before during that time I was campaigning. I have a lot of conversation like that door to door from people. People just need help, but they don't know who to go to. People know that the government exists, but they're afraid to seek help from the government because of their background from Cambodia during the regime, or if they are from Brazil or DR, they have mistrust from the government itself. So that's why I was mainly focused on constituent service during my campaign, is to build trust with people and just be accessible whenever people reach out to. And the last 5 months, that's what we are been trying to do. I have my phone number out there for the past 4 years. People have my personal cell phone number to just make it more comfortable to the people in the community, and they reach out whenever they need it. And there's still a lot of work to be done. There's a lot of unemployment case rising up right now as well in the community because of the expensiveness of what's going on with rent, gas, utility, grocery, and so much more that people have a hard time to seek for working, and make a living from that. So there's a lot of challenge that we are working right now to try to address those all together as one community.
Great. You kind of answer my next question in regards to like how you plan on staying connected with the community, with the people who are in need, right? So you're putting your cell phones out there, making sure that people is able to reach out to you. Was there any other plans that you have in mind to perhaps encourage people to reach out? Like you stated that some people don't know how to reach out, some people are scared to reach out. Was there any other plan that you have in mind to kind of encourage people to like keep communicating to not just yourself but like other state representatives as well?
Yeah. I've been since Singal, like that, we've been pretty active on social media to just provide any update and information that we have from the State House to the people in the community. My office, we create a newsletters for people to sign up and get update monthly. And I can't talk for other district, but what we do for my district that and intend to do in the month of June, when the weather got a little bit nicer and stopped raining all the time, we are planning to continue to door-to-door knocking and visiting to local businesses on face-to-face and have those one-on-one conversation with them, hear people concerned, and seek to find solution to help the people in the district, no matter who they are or where they come from. That is the plan for the month of June that I have with my staff. We're gonna spend most of the time in the district and just doing those outreach again and just provide as much as resource as much as we can to the people in the district.
Great. I think having that face-to-face, interaction with people definitely helps, right? Really get to know individuals in the community and putting yourself out there and is willing to like help. It shows that you care about the community, right?
Mhm.
So the amount of I guess since you started your office, have you seen an increased amount of people reaching out to you or your office specifically? If so, like by how much, do you know?
I don't have exact number, but what I've been what my staff and I are pretty proud of at the moment is that we start seeing new names from the community that are reaching out to us seeking help with the unemployment case and like housing stuff. It's a really personal issue that the people in the district need help with. But you know, we usually see the same name, same group of people who know how to reach out or just yell at us because they disagree with something, the work that we do. But now we start seeing more new people in the community call our office, texting us, emailing us, ask for help and support, and just ask for direct resource on who should they reach out to if they're looking for a job in the city of Lowell and so on. But it's slowly working, and I'm pretty happy and proud of that, the work that we've been doing.
Great. So this question is kind of goes back to your experiences with changes, right? So obviously you immigrated from Cambodia, and then having to learn the language, the culture, and let alone having you run for an office, and actually won right now. How did you kind of adapt to those changes? I mean, obviously there's got to be a lot of like culture shock for you initially, right? So how did you kind of overcome all the changes for you?
Yeah, well, life as an immigrant is pretty it can it's hard but also fascinating at the same time because there's an opportunity every single day to learn new thing at all time, right? When I first time came to United States in 2013, I was 12 years old, turning 13. I arrived in the United States on January 23rd, 2013. So I was 12 years old then. And the school system here was completely different from Cambodia. Much more welcoming, much more friendly. There's a lot of teacher that's ready to support you. And because of that, it's given me a lot of opportunity to be curious about what's going on surround me. And that's what really helped me to get used to the environment, the school environment, but also the environment in the community as well. But the other good part and that the win-win part for us as Cambodian arrived to the city of Lowell is that there's already Cambodian community here in the city of Lowell already. There's already Cambodian food that exists in the city of Lowell already. So we arrived in the United States, but we still feel like we're still a part of the Cambodian culture, and there's everywhere, every corner that we go to, there's symboli of our culture, symboli of our people from Cambodia, and that's helped me a lot as a new arrival to Cambodia back then, to get used to the city and the community itself. But for my mom's a little bit different because I was young, came here. I was really easy to adapt to the new environment here. But for my mom, it took her a little bit of time to get used to the new environment here in the United States and the city of Lowell as well. She have a hard time learning English, and she worked in factory, still is. She still is working in factory to just try to bring income to the table to support the rest of the family. That I have my sister and also my little brother who's born here as well, and and my mom still trying to get used to those environment here in this country after 11 years, and she's still learning English. She currently enrolled herself in a Middlesex Community College, which we pretty proud of to her, to able to take that step to learn English and try to get some degree from it. But we're happy to be here. We've been enjoy our life living in this country and in the city of Lowell, and right now even more cooler to get the opportunity to serve the people in the district, and there's nothing to complain at the moment.
That's good. Yeah, the reason I asked is because here at Nonotuck, specifically for the Lowell office, we have a very diverse community in terms of staffing, and also the members that we serve and that we provide services to. A lot of them are Cambodian. And what you kind of stated just now, it's very related to a lot of our folks here. I also, immigrated from Cambodia back in, I don't know, 2007, 2008. So I went through the same, as you did. I was at a very young age going through high school, college and everything. And now I'm here serving a lot of our members here and across the state too, because Nonotuck is we provide two different services: shared living program and also AFC program, adult foster care, which I work closely with. So again, just it's I'm proud in a way to to see an individual like yourself who able to overcame a lot of challenges and learn your way to become who you are right now. So hopefully people get to know you a lot more and the policy that you are aiming for, right? So in terms of your personal experience as an immigrant, how has that kind of shaped your policy priorities in general?
Um, it's with the life experience that I have, before I got elected, it helped a lot in the sense of give me the knowledge and understanding of the need in the community. For example, I filed a few bills this year in this session relate to education, civic education course. One of the bill that I filed is hoping to include this into our school curriculum to allow and require a public high school system to teach civic education and to our younger people to have a basic understanding of how the local government work and what is the difference between local, state, and federal government. And hoping that with those understanding, we'll see more young people not to be disengaged when they get out from school, but instead of being engaged in the community itself, in across the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. And I filed a few bills because of my experience and my time in the community relate to senior, to support our senior with digital inclusion, which means that provide discount to senior based on their income, to have some discount and have the ability to have access to internet when they need it, because nowadays everything is online. Fill your prescription is online. If you don't have internet or nowhere to go, there's nowhere you can do that besides go in person. So just want to make it more accessible for everyone. And the other bill that I filed relate to senior is something I call intergenerational program, which means that to allowing and requiring our state of Massachusetts to create a program that to give opportunity like young people and senior to be in the same room and just learn from each other and help each other out. And especially in my district, I have a Lowell Senior Center that provide a lot of support to senior across the Greater Lowell area. And it would be great to have those resource and funding to come in to support the program that being run and provide new program to our senior who live in the community. That's just a few examples, that a few bills that I filed based on my experience and my understanding of the community and my time of involving in local nonprofit and other.
Great. So I know like in Lowell, there is some highlighted events that happen on an annual basis, right? The Water Festival is one of them, Khmer New Year's. But I feel like we are lacking in bigger events. And as a resident here, obviously I would like to see more events happening. Is that something on your agenda as a state rep, to kind of push on promote more cultural events, not just for the Cambodian community, but also other communities as well?
Yeah, so there's a lot of people in the community that have idea of what they want to do to celebrate their culture. Just talk about Cambodian American, we have a few events like that happen annually. You mentioned Southeast Water Festival and Cambodian New Year, and Cambodian New Year is like a week-long thing, and we have a temple that also they always provide resource and events happen all the time. I feel like the city of Lowell and our community, it's not because of lack of the celebration and bring the celebration of their culture, but it's a lack of outreach and exposing the resource to people across the city and the greater Lowell area and the state as well, to know what's going on in the city every single day. If you come to Lowell on Saturday, you will find something happen. There's always something happen on Saturday and Sunday, especially in the summer. There's for my role, there's no break, because there's no time off, because in the summer on the weekend there's always something happen in celebrating with the community and the people in all culture. Always have something's going on. But again, I feel like we just need to put that out and just continue and share those resources to each other, so we get more people to be a part of it.
Right. Thank you.
Hello, this
George.
is Samantha.
Sorry.
Hi.
George, you got your hands up.
Yeah. Hi, Representative George Fleischner. I'm the president and CEO of Nonotuck. And first, I just want to say what a story that you bring to us today. It's an amazing story, and one that I think should be told more often. I mean, it's a great story and wonderful. I have like a million questions I want to ask you, so but I'll limit it to a couple of ones. I'm really interested in what you've been assigned as committee assignments. Number one. Second one is I'm really interested in the bills that you put forward around civics. I think that's one thing that I went through elementary school a long time ago, but that was something that we were taught right from in elementary schools around government, and it was important that we actually understood our local governments, and they used to bring government officials in to speak with us. I think it was really important, got us active in having a say in what was going on in our local communities. So I think that's a great one in this intergenerational sort of bill. So I'm interested in knowing where those going. I mean, if they come out of committee, where they stand now, is there anything we can do to sort of help you with this? And the final question is that we're really concerned, obviously, about what's coming from Washington in the Medicaid cuts, and what you see as the future budgets for Massachusetts. I mean, our AFC program is really dependent on Mass Health funding, and we are very concerned about the people we provide services to and what's going to happen down the road. So I really appreciate you answering these questions. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much for the question. To answer to your first question, the committee assignment, I got assigned to 4 committee, Joint Committee on Higher Education, Joint Committee on Community Development and Small Business, Joint Committee on Election Law, and Joint Committee on Environment and Natural Resource. Those are the 4 committee I got assigned as a freshman, and it's pretty active so far. We have a few hearings that happened for the past few months. There's a lot of good bill on the floor as well for that, and for the thank you so much for your support on the bill of civic related to civic education. You know, that bill came up mostly because of my time as a civic engagement coordinator at CMAA. I have a lot of conversation with young people in the high school or like their freshman year in college. They still don't understand about what does the local government do? What does the city council or school committee can do for you in the city that you live in? Because we all pay tax and we need to understand how the government operate, and the difference between the state and federal government. That's also important in my opinion, because we are elected official, but at some point of it, we kind of have a different role and responsibility of who we can serve or not, what we can serve and do and cannot do as well in our role here. And for the intergenerational bill, it I just followed this session. It just got assigned to committee, um, uh, and I have a meeting with one of the staff from the chair of the committee on age, what's it called? What that committee called? My apologies, I forgot the committee name. But they have a hearing a few days ago, and they just asked me about where the idea come from, and we can continue to have those conversation going forward with the chair of the committee and the staff, hoping that we can push this bill along. And as you know, the Massachusetts State House, the process of get bill become law a little bit take longer than what we wanted. So especially this is my first term, they're gonna take a lot of advocacy and help uh bring resource and educate other colleagues to understand the importance of the bill as well. And the last question that you mentioned is related to Medicaid cut. I have the same worry from the federal government. I have been in close contact with Congresswoman Lon Johan, who is my congressman in the district, and her staff, who is just understanding what's going on from the federal government and what the intention are from it. There's a lot of talk of and threatening of making this cutting this Medicare from the federal government, and especially in the big beautiful bill that the administration just passed with, and it's a big worry from the federal government related to this issue. But on the House side, on the state side, on the House of Representatives, among us, we just passed the House budget a few weeks ago that we increase and include about $24.43 billion to Mass Health itself, because we understand the need and the worry from the federal government of what will affect for people relate to their insurance and the healthcare in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. So we put a lot of funding into that area, Mass Health and Health Connector and so on. And so right now, the budget's still in the Senate, and they're working on it. They're going to come back to us probably late June or July, and we're going to have more conversation with it. But as a whole, as the state representative as a whole, 160 of us, include the leadership, we all very worry, and we all understand the need of. Sorry. Did you hear that announcement? No, okay. So we have an informal session today. It's just adjourned anyway. But everyone here at the State House, we understand the worry and the cut from the federal government related to Medicare. So we've been trying our best to find different funding that fit into support our mass health system here in the Commonwealth. So there's more information will come out for that later on in this budget journey and budget debate going forward. So, but all great questions. Thank you, and great to meet you.
Thank you very much.
Okay. We have a little bit of time left. I just kind of want to maybe have an open discussion if anybody else have questions. Or do you have any questions for us, Representative Hong?
Yeah, so let me ask you this. So I learned a little bit of what you guys do. Can you guys tell me what you do and how can I be your partner going forward from here?
Great question. So, like I said earlier, Nonotuck provide two different services. There's a shared living program, and then there's an adult foster care program. I work mainly with the adult foster care program, or AFC. Essentially, the program provides services to which include case management. The nurse and the care manager would visit our members who are enrolled in the program. And a lot of our members are individuals with mental or physical disabilities. So what we do is to build a person-centered plan of care, depending on individuals who have different types of diagnosis, and we kind of oversee the caregiver who provides services to, or an ADL, the activity daily living for the members with disability at home. So what's great about this program is that it keeps family together, because a lot of our caregivers are family members. So let's say, if I had my parents who are disabled, I can basically become a paid caregiver and provide care for them on a daily basis. It's a 24/7 program. So part of the requirement from Mass Health, because this is a Mass Health funded program. So obviously the cut would not help in any ways. So the caregivers would get paid, while providing care for their family members, and kind of prevent people from going to like long-term care services like at the facilities, like nursing home, whatnot. That's something that we don't want to do. And it's obviously less, it's not as expensive as having people, right, stay at the facilities. And the care that you get from your family members are obviously advantages more compared to facilities, right? So that's like just one brief explanation of what the AFC program is. And it's important because, like I said, I think a few of us are visiting the State House on the 11th to talk about the program and how important it is to help, present our ideas and, our point of view about the program to kind of keep that program from taken away. Hopefully, first, we obviously don't want any cuts to happen toward the program. So every year, all the AFC agencies, most of them will be, presenting to the legislators and talk about the program and why it's important that we get, the funding and stuff like that. So in terms of shared living, it's I don't have a lot of experience in it, but it's a very intense qualification for folks who who wants to live in a community where they have to kind of match a provider who's willing to share their home. So we do a lot of assessment with that, just making sure that the members have the preferences, right, as much as possible, and match them with the caregiver who's willing to give their house, the room and board and food and the care. Again, it's like a 24/7 care. So it's very intense. But it's a great program. And not a lot of people know about it, but I guess within the last 3 or 4 years or so, we've seen a high number of growth, not just with Nonotuck, but also like other agencies as well. There's other new agencies coming in, and so it's great that we want to see people stay in the home while having individuals and their family care for them. So that's really the goal for the program.
Mhm. Thank you. Thank you very much. I think it's a great program based on what I read on the website and learn about right now. Is that there's especially a lot of community member in the Cambodian American population itself that are take care of their own family at home, and this is a great program to support those who doing that. And I know that Mr. Sang is raising his hand. Kenny Sang.
Yes.
Kenny Sang is my uncle.
Well, good afternoon. Thank you for coming. I really appreciate it to come to speak to our agency about your experience. Congratulations on your being a state rep on your district. And you kind of experienced firsthand of the funding. It's so crucial, so important. With me was as a caregiver providing service to grandma. So you experience firsthand on how the caregiving works and what benefit it brings to the members. So I hope that will compel you to keep advocating this program and never have it go dry, for lack of a better word. So thank you for that. And my question is a little personal one. So right now, state rep, what's the future endeavor? What's your future endeavor?
What's my future endeavor? You mean what's my next role going to be? Is that
Yes.
okay? I'm not sure yet. I've been getting the same question as well the past few months because I'm young. Everyone's like, what are you gonna do next? What position are you gonna run for? But right now I'm gonna just my goal is just focus on this position and do as well as I can to serve the people in the 18 Middlesex District, and just bringing them, give them the voice back, and represent them represent them as well as I can here at the State House. There's a lot of need that needs to be addressed, and a lot of issue between our community, in Cambodian community, Hispanic Latino community, and other that need help and need the resource from the state side. So I'm going to focus on that for now, and we all know that we don't know what's going to happen in the future. But right now, I'm going to just focus on do this job as well as I can. Since this is my first term, and it's in 5 months in so far. But thank you for the question, though. But yeah, and also just want to I want to let everyone know that like Kenny called Boo. Boo is uncle in Khmer. It's mentioned about our personal situation at home before grandma passed. Boo take a lot of time and his ability to take care of grandma before she passed. So I understand the important and how effective it is to have family members stay home and able to help and take care of their family who are in struggle. So count me in as going forward as one of your partner and support, and anything that I can help advocate on my side here at the State House or communicate it to the other representative, feel free to let me know. I'm happy to do that on your behalf at any time.
Thank you so much. Sandel, I saw your hand raised.
Yes. Hello, this is Sandel. I'm the VP of AFC Services. I want to say thank you for all the good job that you're doing for the community. And as Hispanic, I would like to ask you a question on behalf of my Latino community. Is there any plan that you're advocating to ensure that immigrant families feel safe and included in the community, especially, unfortunately, with all the events happening in Lowell the last couple of weeks? I know that you are aware of that, and I have personally been affected by that. So what are your thoughts or plans on that? Thank you.
Thank you for the question. And what the situation we face right now, it's a little bit out of the state hand because of a federal government issue. That a federal agency that's come in and take people away based on their background or what they look like. What I'm doing right now in my position to ensure everyone stays safe is to focus on those constituent service ability to make those one-on-one conversation with people and encourage people to reach out if they have any question or they need any help or facing they think that they're gonna face and be in that situation with deportation and so on. And I also been working closely with Lauren Chauhan, Congresswoman Chauhan, and keep me updated and just continue sharing a story with her and just let her know that this situation is happening for real in our city of Lowell and across the Commonwealth, and we need to address the issue now. And I at the State House, I'm also a part of Immigration Caucus, and that we are focused on in helping push a bill for Safe Community Act, which is a bill that will bring the support and prevention to our immigration community here in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts.
Thank you. Does anyone have any questions? Raquel?
Hi, I just wanted to thank you for sharing your story, and I appreciate you. I wanted sorry, the car not driving. I just wanted to ask you if you had, one or two pieces of advice for young people in order that want to get more active in their communities. What would that be?
My advice to young people, younger than me or around my age, is that just don't give up and don't let people put limit on yourself. You know what you can and cannot do. If you're passionate about something, go for it and ask questions. Don't be shy of doing that. And that's what get me to where I am today. I'm not afraid to embarrass myself in public. If I don't know anything, I just ask the question and then go on from there. I think that's the only way we learn. That's the only way we grow and never give up in any position that you seek for. It took me 4 years to get here. And we lost the first time doesn't mean that you cannot do it again. And we come again strong in 2024 without any fear or without any thought that we're going to give up. So that's why the only way to success is to just go for it and believe in yourself.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Anyone else? Okay. Guess we can wrap it up. Again, thank you so much, for your time. Looking forward to see you hopefully on the 11th and also in the community. I'm sure I'll see you around and
Yeah. What time the 11 you guys coming down?
I think we start at 10 all the way to 2 o'clock. And the event is we gathers around the nursing hall, I think,
Okay.
on the second floor. So yeah, it's gonna be at 10.
That's great. At 10, the nursing. Okay. I'll be here. We're looking forward to see some of you there.
All right. Thank you so
Awesome.
much for your time once
Yeah,
again.
thank you so much, everyone. Have a wonderful day.
You too. Take care. Bye-bye.